Season 1, The Luna They Tried to Hide. Episode 6, The Bloodline They Buried. For 24 years, Arya Blackwood had lived a life built on questions. Questions with no answers. Memories with missing pieces. A childhood that seemed complete until someone looked closely. Now the cracks were beginning to show. And somewhere beneath those cracks, the truth waited. The royal citadel. Morning sunlight poured through the towering windows of the Citadel's council chamber. The Alliance summit continued. Pack leaders debated trade routes, security agreements, border disputes, political alliances. Everything appeared normal. Yet Cassian heard almost none of it. His attention remained divided, partly on the meeting, mostly on Arya, and entirely on the impossible reaction from the night before. The Northern Coalition requests expanded protection agreements. A council member spoke. Cassian nodded automatically. Approved. Marcus nearly laughed. The proposal hadn't even finished. One of the council members blinked. Your Majesty, you haven't heard the entire proposal. Cassian looked up. The room fell silent. Marcus quickly intervened. The king means he approves continuing discussions. Several advisors exchanged knowing looks. Cassian ignored them. Unfortunately, they had all noticed. The Alpha King was distracted, which had never happened before. Arya. Meanwhile, Arya stood inside one of the Citadel gardens. The morning air felt cool, fresh, necessary, because her room had become unbearable. Every time she looked at her hand, she remembered. The spark, the energy, the impossible feeling. She still couldn't explain it. Yet somehow it felt connected to the memory she'd experienced during the night. A woman with silver eyes. A voice full of love. A promise. One day you'll remember who you are. The words echoed inside her mind. Again. And again. And again. Talking to yourself? Arya turned. Celine approached carrying coffee. Please tell me I'm not losing my mind. Celine handed her a cup. Depends. On what? How entertaining the story is. Arya laughed despite herself. Celine always managed that. Then Arya told her everything. The memory. The spark. The strange feeling that something inside her had awakened. Celine listened carefully. For once she didn't joke. Didn't tease. Didn't interrupt. When Arya finished, Celine looked thoughtful. You're sure you've never remembered that woman before? Never. And she felt familiar? Arya nodded. Like family. Marcus investigates. Deep inside the royal archives, Marcus studied ancient records. Dozens of files surrounded him. Most were incomplete. Some had been altered. Others appeared deliberately erased. That alone concerned him. Because records didn't disappear accidentally. Not royal records. Someone had hidden something. And they had done it well. Marcus opened another file. Then froze. What the hell? A single name appeared. One connected to Arya's missing records. One connected to events 24 years earlier. Lady Celeste Blackwood. Status. Deceased. Marcus frowned. Every other record listed cause of death. Location. Witnesses. Burial information. Celeste's file contained none of that. Only a single sentence. Records sealed by royal order. Marcus immediately stood. The eclipse circle. Far away. Hidden beneath a mountain fortress. The leaders of the eclipse circle gathered. Tension filled the chamber. Fear. Something they rarely experienced. Because the situation was becoming dangerous. The chamber remains active. One elder spoke. Another looked pale. That should be impossible. Yet it happened. Silence followed. Finally, the oldest member spoke. Find the girl. Before the king does. Cassian's office. The council meeting finally ended. Cassian immediately returned to his office. Marcus was already waiting. The expression on his beta's face told him everything. You found something. Marcus handed over a file. Cassian began reading. His eyes narrowed. Then narrowed further. Then darkened. Someone erased records. Yes. Someone important. Very. Cassian continued reading. The more he learned, the less he liked it. Because Arya's missing history wasn't random. It was intentional, carefully planned, professionally executed, and powerful people had been involved. Keep digging. Marcus nodded. I already started. Cassian stared at Arya's photograph. His wolf stirred immediately. Mine. The growl echoed through his soul. This time he didn't argue, because another realization had arrived. Someone had hidden Arya. The question was why. The archives. Later that afternoon, Arya wandered through one of the Citadel's historical exhibits. Ancient paintings lined the walls. Statues. Artifacts. Relics from centuries of werewolf history. Most guests walked past without interest. Arya stopped, because something felt familiar. A portrait. Very old. A royal woman wearing silver and gold. Power radiated from the painting. The plaque beneath read, Luna's sovereign Lyanna, last known equal of the Alpha throne. Arya's heart stopped. The woman in the portrait looked familiar. Not identical, but similar. Too similar. Her breathing quickened. A strange warmth spread through her chest. And suddenly, the painting glowed. Only for a second. Only for her. Then it vanished. Arya stumbled backward. What? Before she could finish, a voice appeared behind her. Low, deep, dangerously familiar. Miss Blackwood. She turned. Cassian stood there, watching her, watching the painting, watching everything. His expression revealed nothing, but his instinct screamed. Something had just happened. Something important. And somehow, Arya was standing at the center of it. Narrator. The hidden records. The forgotten memories. The awakened chamber. The glowing portrait. Piece by piece, the past was returning. And with every answer uncovered, the danger surrounding Arya grew. Because powerful enemies had buried her truth for a reason. And those enemies were beginning to realize their greatest secret was no longer staying hidden.